Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross-stitch.
One stitch at a time. Today is Tuesday, October 7th. Happy Tuesday.
Sorry, I'm looking outside and wondering where the ark's going to be.
It's raining, which I'm not mad at because it has not rained in like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a lie. It did rain at the end of September, but it wasn't like significantly enough rain.
Like, this is the type of rain where the river will be angry tomorrow.
This is good rain because it's been kind of an all-day rain. This is the heaviest it's been all day. I don't know. It was raining pretty heavy this morning. Like, right as I walked in the church doors, it started pouring, and I'm like, oh, that's lovely. Glad I made it to the church in time. Yeah, it was still raining when I walked out. Not super heavy, but it was still raining when I walked out and had to walk home. And then I had to go to the grocery store, and it was raining when I got out of my car at the grocery store. And when I came out of the grocery store to get in my car to come home. And then as I was leaving to go to Stitch at the library in Wellington today, I got about a third of the way down there, and it started pouring. And I'm like, you know, I appreciate the rain. Our timing today kind of sucks. It's been heavy raining for a good 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And this is the heaviest it's been.
Yeah. Well, this is the cold front pushing through. So it's going to get cold and gross and... Anyways. I know. You all like the cold.
Why do I feel targeted?
Everybody likes the cold.
Not everybody. A lot of people like the summer. You just didn't marry one of them.
True story. Okay. Let us shout out our commenters from last week's video. Oh, I hope you all had an absolutely smashingly great week last week.
Yeah, we had fun.
We had a good week. We went to Ohio Mart on Thursday, which is at Stan Hewitt Hall over in Akron. It is a big artisan fair. They have a Stitcher's Fair, which is gently used, sometimes not even used, crafting items. Mostly cross-stitch because mostly stitching related because it is their needlework guilds. You know, the Stan Hewitt Needlework Guild puts that portion on, so it's mostly cross-stitch. You'll see the haul from that when we get the haul.
Compared to one lady, though, we didn't get anything.
Seriously. This lady kind of made me a little bit upset because she was just bullnosing in and she was just buying stuff to buy stuff. I'm pretty sure she goes online and resells it, which I guess if that's what you do, that's what you do, but you don't go in the very like, that's just rude to go in the very beginning, the very first day, and snap stuff up from people who are there legitimately looking for stuff for themselves that they want.
She grabbed at least 2 patterns that looked interesting to me.
She had 2 Nora Corbetts that I'm pretty sure are out of print. So that woman is going to go make $500 on 2 of those patterns that she bought for 25 cents. That's rude. I'm sorry if you do that. That's rude. And you can not watch my videos anymore, but people who do that don't watch my videos anyways because they already know I think that's fucking rude. Pardon my French. Other than that, though, it was really good. I mean, we scored some great deals over at the Stitcher's Fair. The show was beautiful. So every other year, Stan Hewitt does their needlework showcase, which is their juried show. It's phenomenal. It's gorgeous. Their stitchers are vastly higher caliber stitching than I am. But they do a beautiful job. We got to walk through the house. Someone made the observation of the back porch that my niece made, which is, this isn't a porch, it's a whole room.
Actually, that's why she didn't mention my first comment.
What?
That's a door!
Oh, yeah. He walked in and he was like, that's the door. That is a huge, huge door. I mean, the house was built in the early 1900s. Like, it actually might, I think construction might have actually been begun in the late, in like 1890s. No, it didn't take them more than a year to construct. But anyways, it was built in the early 1900s. So, modeled on German-style craftsmanship because that is where the Cyberlings were from originally. Mr. Cyberling was originally from. Mr. Cyberling was tire guy, rubber guy. Hence why it's an Akron. Built a beautiful home on a stone quarry. That's where they get the Stan Hewitt from. It's something with the stone quarry name, and I can't remember exactly what the language and translation, all of that is. But it's a beautiful home.
Yeah,
And there was lots of gorgeous and artisan fairs you could purchase. Most of them were gorgeous and out of my price range.
there was a journal with real leather binding and actual, I think, like, made the hard way paper. It was exquisite. It was beautiful.
He didn't have prices on it.
He did have a price on it.
Oh.
$50 for that book.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I don't have $50.
But I don't have $50.
I mean, honestly, that guy looks like the person you go, hey, I want to do a Ranger cosplay for a Ren fair, and he's probably the one who could hook you up.
Yeah, there was lots of beautiful stuff there, and all of it was worth what they were asking for. A, I didn't necessarily have the money for anything, but B, none of it was anything I felt really motivated to want, if that makes sense. And it wasn't just the price. It was like, okay, that's beautiful. Do I have a place for that in my home? That's what I think when I spend that. I don't mind spending that much money on a good quality item. Do I have a place for it in my home that makes it worthy of spending that money? That's what I think. So, it's like with my stitching. Is that worthy of me stitching it? Do I have a place in my home for me to make that worthy of stitching it? That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
So, alright, well, why don't we shout out our commenters? Because that was pretty much our week.
Bridget, Ann, Teresa, Janet.
Thank you all so much for commenting. We hope you had a great week. Thank you for watching if you didn't comment.
I will say the one thing about going down to Ohio Mart that actually stunk was the half hour we spent next to the property waiting to get in because the traffic was backed up.
The backup for it starts at like 9 o'clock. The gates don't open until 10. We got there at like 10:15. Yeah, it was still all backed up. Actually, the backup, I'm going to take that back. Because last year, so on the years that the Needlework Guild doesn't have their Stitchers showcase, they have like an artisan demonstration. And EGA was there last year. And I went on Sunday morning, and we had to get there an hour before doors opened. And it was already backed up when we were driving by the property to get there. So it's like before 9 o'clock. Anyways, moving along. Let's go to Whips.
Okay, I get to spoil. If you want, I forgot to get this out of my bag. Give me a second.
Hold, please. And Whips.
Okay, I have to spoil one of my haul because I got this because I actually want to do this for something for it's December's guild
MNG
meeting,
challenge.
MNG, and it's Rainbow. And I decided this is Tywin Sampler by Charlin Designs Incorporated. And I'm just doing the dragon.
Yes, you're just doing the dragon portion.
Because I'm extra. There's the really weird looking head. It looks kind of like a messed up turtle.
The pattern cost us a whole whopping 25 cents.
And something that she got in one of those mail-in things back in 2020.
Yeah, he's using a Silks for You color of the month silks.
I didn't get much in, but I basically strong-armed my bug and said, I'm doing something this weekend.
Well, there you go.
Hopefully by doing that, I'll actually get it done in the next 2 months.
Hopefully. Okay. Let's find the first bag. For my Whips. Nope. Nope. Shock after I put them in order. Okay. Yes, I have all of these in one bag because there's several crossover flosses and I'm lazy. Sal! We started the Star Touched Meadow May block. I'm out of pre-cut pieces of fabric for the Star Touched Meadow, Sal, so I have 3 of those going plus my full coverage. When I finish something, I'll start something else. I'll start more of the blocks. I might, at some point, actually go cut the rest of the pieces of fabric for the rest of the blocks and have them ready. Maybe. Possibly. Alright, I did 302 stitches on this, and this is going to be very hard to see because it was a lot of white on white. It's just not going to help. It's just white on white.
Okay,
It's miserable. I did the center. I started in the center. It's white on white. It's miserable.
You'll be able to notice it when she gets the other stuff around it done.
It's a lot of white on white. I did a lot of white on white stitching today, last week. I was not a happy human. Because when we go to Harvest Week for Daily 30, so I used my free pass for Stitch on Something with Tools. And then I pulled out Arctic Blast. And it was more white on white. I think most of the stitches I did on this were white on white. And I did this for 2 prompts. Stitch on something that's delicate and stitch on something that's easy. So I did 805 stitches, and most of it was white on white. So this is just on a piece of 16 count, 18 count, Ada? I think it's actually 16 count. Yes, it's 16 count, and I worked in this section over here, white on white. They're stitching here, 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 here. White on white! And that sucker's gonna need a good bath when I get done with it. It's a good thing it's an all DMC. I noticed that Wednesday night when I was stitching on it. Oh yeah, we had drama Wednesday with wasps. Oh my god. Our wasp problem went from bad to worse. Then it was fixed.
I had such a panic attack. I said, screw it. I don't care if I get griped at work. Luckily, my boss is awesome. And I started making phone calls. And I finally found somebody who I told them the situation. And for once, the response was, we will be there today, and you will not have wasps when we leave.
I think they were here, within an hour or 2 of you calling?
No, 3. Because I called around, about 2 hours of me calling.
Within 2 hours of him calling, the guy had shown up. He assessed the situation, and he goes, I don't know. And he basically was like, I don't know what that other guy's problem was. Because the first guy, so Terminex never showed. The second guy that we called that we found on Facebook came out Sunday, assessed the situation, and said, well, I'll come back tomorrow and fix it. He came back on Monday, and he said, well, I can't do this without causing problems in the house, and I don't want to do that to you. Have you talked to a contractor about plugging up some of these holes? I didn't say it, but after he left, I thought, bro, no contractor's going to touch that wall until them wasps are gone. Anyways, so he didn't get back to us. So finally Wednesday, Joe said, are you going to do something? And the guy said, I can't.
He said his truck broke.
He had a couple excuses. So anyways, so Joe called another company.
He gave me the number, actually, at least.
He called another company that he did give. Joe called. And within 2 hours, he was at the house. The guy was like, I don't know what his other problem was. Yeah, they might get a little angry, but if you stay down there in the living room, you'll be fine. And I had the stairwell blocked off so Bandy couldn't get in the way, be up or down. He sprayed. Most of them were dead or dying by the time he walked out to spray the outside. He came back in to check the inside. He said most of them are dead at this point. And actually, over the weekend, we saw a bit more activity. So we called. He came back out Monday. He came back out right away Monday. He said, nope, you're good. It's just residuals that didn't get the...
Hint.
that didn't get the hint that it was their time. And he applied a little bit more of the stuff from the inside, and he goes, yeah, you're good, because when I sprayed the other day, I could hear them getting angry and agitated in the wall, and I don't hear anything right now. And he did an assessment outside. He was actually going to knock a spider off of the window ledge, and I said, no, leave the spider, I like spiders. I said, no, leave the spider, spider's okay, he's outside. He's like, okay, whatever. I said, early Halloween decorations. He goes like, okay, whatever, if you're fine with the spider web. I'm fine with the spider web in the window. I really am. It's like in the little corner of the window. It helps. It does keep some of the bugs down that I don't like, so.
So you finally latched onto my thinking, huh?
As long as it stays in its world.
Yep. Yeah, I love spiders. We used to have wolf spiders when I was a kid, and we loved them. We thought they were cool.
So, that was our Adventure Wednesday, and yeah, I was tired Wednesday.
I didn't go to MNG. She did, because I got so worked up and finally finding somebody that all of the worry and tension I had because it was that bad broke in me, and I was about as useful. I was just completely spent. I don't know if you've ever wound up so much that when it finally lets go, your brain breaks, but I was like, literally, I felt my heartbeat in my toes.
Yes, you were stressed out. So, I moved on to stitching on my last two prompts for Harvest Week, and I pulled out John Elliott's Sunflower Fairy. Because of the mess with the wasps and the stress with the wasps and all of the other goings on last week, I actually only got one of the two remaining prompts done on Friday. By the end of Friday, but I was able to work on the other one over the weekend. So that's good. So I did get two prompts done. I got 812 stitches on it, and it wasn't white on white.
You want to know something funny?
What?
You have almost white on white wearing it.
I know. This is on a piece of 32 count that I dyed. Yeah, let's get Belle off of the middle of her head.
Actually, I think that would be a really cool hair ornament.
This is a piece of fabric that I dyed last summer at EGA's Fabric Dyeing Day. I did 812 stitches, which was this flower in her arms and her hair.
You want that, girl?
Yeah. So we did get some progress on her. I just started her this year on my birthday. She was one of my birthday starts, so she's still a little whip. So, on to what I stitched on the weekend. It was monthly time. It's a new month, so we have a new monthly, so I switched to a Greyhound Year by a Blue Flower. I did 845 stitches on this, and it is finished. So I finished up the dye. So this is on a piece of 32 count aquamarine that I dyed. The 4 diamonds that are by the fingers that are waving my right hand. So this one, this one, this one, and this one are what I finished. It's all done! Yay!
Can I get a woot woot in the comments? Like literally, woot woot, please. So, or if you're feeling froggy, hoot hoot. I don't care.
Greyhound Year is complete. That means we get to pick a new monthly project for the remainder of the month. That's been my stitching this week. One big finish. Yay!
Whoa.
Hooray!
Sorry.
Team. Okay.
That was all you.
Okay. Well, so we are going to go to haul. That's haul. That's what we bought at Stitcher's Fair. I'd like to preface this by saying we spent $35.
Okay. Well, we just grab my stuff.
Just grab stuff and we'll go from there. If it's Yours, it's yours. If it's mine, it's mine.
I decided because this was cheap, I'm looking into getting embroidery. One of the
surface embroidery.
Well, actually, two different types of embroidery. One surface embroidery, one stump work.
Stump work is a type of surface embroidery.
Okay. I'm learning the words. Still important. Okay, but anyway, this is surface embroidery of an easy kind that I decided to get. It's a really cheap project.
It's eucalyptus leaves. I think it's probably all. Except, do you know what I realized after we got home and I was looking at that the other day? That's done on gauze, meaning it's see-through. Meaning you have to bind your backside on that one.
Well, I will figure it out.
Okay.
And then...
That one's mine. I got this cute little embroidery kit. It's a little butterfly. It's a full kit. It's fabric, it's floss, it's needle, it's the little hoop to put it in. It cost me $1. This is also mine. This was a little bit...
Most of this is hers.
This was a little bit more expensive. This is a Lizzie Kate Giggle Boxers. It says Cinderella is proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life. This is also mine. This is a little hands-on design. What's it called? Sunshine on a Stem. Hands-on design. It came with the little bit of felt that makes up that little Ricky rack there. Next contestant. That's yours.
Okay. And this was me being weird. Is this the stump work one?
That's the stump work one.
Yeah, this is Sewing Bird for surface and raised embroidery for creative needlework designed by Liz Turner. What is it? I can't pronounce it.
I don't know.
But it's something a little cute. And there was somebody from EGA who has said when I bring this to the stitching in a week and a half, she's actually going to help me start this.
Marcia Gomorrah, if you know sub work, you know Marcia. She's been a teacher, a national teacher for years. She was a national teacher for years. She's my EGA president.
Yeah, she found out I liked the idea and she offered to teach.
Well, she gets excited at anybody who wants to learn stump work. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I had to get these. They're little buttons that are vegetables. Somebody suggested making them into needle minders, and I think that's probably what I'm going to do. They're adorable. I got more of that vinyl weave, vinyl, 14 count vinyl stuff, because this is going to be great for ornaments. I have no idea if this is in production, like if this is a product that's in production anymore. I have enough of it that I don't have to worry about it for a while. It's a Singer sewing tool. I didn't get it for sewing. Rolls. It's rolly. I have no idea what to use it for. Sewing. Quilting. I'm going to use it because when you put vinyl on your Cricut mat or your brother's ScanNCut mat, you have to flatten it. Well, that's great, but the little tool that they give you is something like this with a kind of a blunt edge that's a little thinner. And you get it so far and then it just pops the bubble and you have a hole in your vinyl. That's not good. We're going to use this. It didn't cost me that much, so I thought it was a good idea. I don't need the bag it's in. Tearaway stabilizer for the embroidery machine.
This one's actually mine.
That one's yours, although I will probably put that to use as well.
It's a DMC embroidery stitch tool book. As I said, I wanted to learn. I saw this and went, ooh, a piece of candy.
And I will probably put that to use as well, so.
Yep. Oh, I didn't think anything else in here.
This is a Textured Treasures spring fan. It is a cute little, come on, focus.
I can't.
Oh, it's It's too shiny. That helps a little. It's a fan. It's a little fan. It's a kit. Texture Treasures kit. So it's some cool stitches. I have no idea what these are actually for. Apparently they are actually for cable knitting. I don't knit. Honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to figure out knitting. But I use these so that my crochet projects don't fall apart when I stop. Night Before Christmas by Funk and Weber Designs. Let There Be Night. Take your pick as to what it's called. Doesn't help me on the back. But it's cute. Santa and his reindeer over our cabin. Country Goddess Needleworks. Sunflower Sampler. Yes, I hate stitching letters. Yes, I will stitch the letters because that's cute. And small. Appo Stitch. Not All Who Wander Are Lost. Kit. Not all who wander are lost. My asterisk on that is, but I probably am. And yes, it's the full kit with Ada and the green flosses. I got 2 of these. They're stitchable journals. I can stitch on the cover, and they have journal paper in them. I got 2 of them.
No.
I actually got 3 of them because this little guy came with a little pattern. It actually comes with 3 patterns. So, like, I could probably put one of those patterns on my other journal, too. Cute!
I'm beginning to think this should be its own video next year.
Running out of space in front of me. Okay. Drawn Threads, the language of love. It's love in different languages. And it's got the dinky dies. Y'all. $6 for the dinky dies. Y'all know dinky dies are silk flosses. So, like, $6 is one of those flosses. Maybe 2. This was really cute. Poppy Creations, Oh Holy Night 2. It's Oh Holy Night, the stars are brightly shining. Yeah, I thought it was adorable. Miss Kitty's Dragons by Just Nan. Cute little dragonflies. The little charms.
Here. I was just making room for you.
Evening Star by Just Nan. Come on. There you go. And it's got the linen with it. I probably won't use the linen because I'm not a huge linen person. Mary Gary's Sewing Cabin. Baseball pillow and pin cushion. So it says baseball, and then there's a little thing that says let's hear it for the home team. I'm guessing that let's hear it for the home team is stitched over 1. It will not be stitched over 1 in my house. No. Stitched on 32 count linen with 2 strands of floss over 2 threads. Interesting. Oh! The baseball is stitched on 10 count jute linen with 6 strands of floss over 2 linen threads. So, yeah, that's why. My Big Toe Designs, Through the Waters. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. Isaiah 43:2.
I got more stuff than I thought I did.
Yeah.
You went away.
Little Charmer's Star of Wonders. Star of Wonder? It says Star of Wonder, and it's got a cute little star charm on it. I just threw it, but it did have the floss in it. Okay.
Hey, This is Dandelion Stitchery. Here, get it. It is surface embroidery. This is probably the one I'm going to start with because it looks the easiest. Because it's just lines.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this would be a good thing for me to start with. I got this one. Dog, I'm about to put you in a puppy
Andy,
lock.
You're still wet.
Yeah.
She went outside like an hour ago.
This is a book called Railroading Book 2 by Mary L. Ghosh. Designed by Charlotta
Ingranato.
Choo choo. Choo choo. There's trades.
Cute.
And then my last one, Garfield, Not Just for Kids. It's from Mill Hill, it looks like.
No, Millcraft.
Millcraft, okay.
It's 4 cute little Garfield designs. I don't know if they have... Oh, yeah, the other ones are on the back.
Yep, there's this one.
Boo-boo.
These ones.
You're okay, boo-boo.
And you can tell...
You're all wet.
If you're a Garfield fan like me, you can tell by the Garfield. Yeah, this is from 78.
You're all wet.
Garfield, 1978.
Yes.
So this is a very old... I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of this because it's probably going to be put into some kind of shrine for antiques.
Okay. I gotta take all my stuff upstairs and find homes for it. You know how much stuff from last year's Stitcher's Fair has not got a home? Actually, that's a lie. Most of it does have. It almost all does have a home. Okay.
You go ahead. I gotta organize my sanity.
Plans! You're gonna work on your little...
Someone's gonna help me with it because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
So should this be waiting until next week because you're not available this week?
Yes, it needs to wait till next week because this week is due.
Okay, then I'm probably gonna play with my dragon.
Okay, you play with the dragon.
What?
Nothing. Go play with the dragon.
Oh, you want to know what's really funny?
What?
That would have actually been perfect for the rainbow.
It would have.
It's just kind of big. One of the patterns actually has like the colors of...
too, or the bubbles or whatever they are. Well, the balloons too.
I would have done the heart, and just to be a dork to cheese people off, I would have put a rainbow pride over this. Just to make people angry. Like, you know what? Garfield was supporting the pride movement in the 70s, people.
Okay.
Just to be a dork.
Let's go into plans. Now, obviously, it is Tuesday. I have already started stitching on this week's prompts. Joe picked up the project for this week's prompts last night. This week is Black Cat Week. I will go over the prompts with you, and we will discuss...
Really quick. Comment below if you want a black kitty cat, too.
I want a black Maine Coon. That would be, like, my ideal cat.
Would you like to know what I want? I want the dog from the meme where it goes, little, you know, the cute little girl that you see the the werewolf-looking dog.
That's a black shepherd.
Yeah, I want one.
I love them. They're pretty cool too. All right. Stitch on a whip stitch 200 stitches in DMC 10 or another shade of overdyed black. That one gets a pass. Because we were able to fit stuff into the other ones. Okay. Stitch on a whip of choice and tell us about a myth you wish you want to dispel.
You do one, I do one. Or would you like me to go first?
Go first, because
Killing cats during the Black Plague actually hurt the chances to stop the spread because the removal of the cats actually allowed for the proliferation of the rodents that were carrying the fleas, that were carrying the disease. So yeah, no, black cats and cats in general are not bad luck. Just as you trip over them at night because they're little hellions doesn't mean they're bad luck, it just means they're a-holes.
I don't think I can get away with putting this one on there. This one might actually get me in trouble. The myth of the lost cause. If you don't know what that is, go Google it. In conjunction with that, the myth that the victor writes the story of the war. Because that's not always true. The myth of the lost cause. Moving along. Stitch on a whip with a cat or another animal. Stitch on a whip for which you've changed one or more colors. Stitch on a whip of choice and tell us about something that runs in your family. Does insanity count?
Alright, funny story. You know how earlier in the video we mentioned how we found an exterminator who actually showed up? Well, Terminex didn't. And they haven't been showing up at a local business we know, and we might have shared the information for the people that showed up at our house with them.
I gotta get Patrick the card, but yeah, Patrick was like, yeah, sure, I'll take their card if they'll do our stuff. Hey, nothing. Actually, so I have a really good one for this, and I gotta find a couple of pictures because I have a picture of my great grandmother when she was 24, and the woman was a spitting image. I am her spitting image. And then if you put pictures of me and my niece, we are the spitting image of each other. We are so like each other. We are so alike that we jokingly call my youngest niece Little Elsie. We're going to put that as what runs in my family because it is hilarious.
And in case you're wondering why my story runs in my family, almost all of the males in my family would do the exact same thing. We don't get mad, we get even, and we know exactly where to hurt a business, their reputation. And all we do is tell the truth. I'm not doing anything wrong if somebody else also has the exact same problem, and I offer them somebody who didn't give me that problem. That is 100% how word of mouth works, people, and a lot of businesses are forgetting this.
Mm-hmm. So Joe decided, with a little assistance from Laura, romping through the sunflowers, the Lindy stitches that I have, that's the Greyhound playing in the sunflowers, fits for prompts 3 and 4. It's got a dog on it. It's got a dog and a bird on it, and then I've changed 2 of the colors out on it. So, and obviously whip of choice it works for. So that was what we picked for the weekly. Now, we do need to come up with tie-ins for the monthly because we have 3 letters that we need to tie a Greyhound year into for the monthly. The October monthly is the acrostic card making.
Here, let me see this real quick.
So, let's do a C, an A, and an R. Off that.
April for A. Rain.
Rain. C. The letter C.
The letter C from the alphabet as of
Okay.
September. Okay.
So that's that. Now, we need to pick another monthly project. I'm going to regret this. Pick something. Remember, you have to fit it into acrostics. That's all I'm going to say.
That doesn't help. I don't remember what most of these look like off the top of my head.
Like, Arctic Blast wouldn't be a good one because it's the quilt block thing. Quaker Ball really wouldn't be a good one because that would be a real challenge getting it into letters.
Most of these would be a really big challenge getting them into letters.
I don't know what my dog is in there doing. Most of the rest of these... Lace corset might be a challenge also. Most of the rest of them...
A good tyke.
Okay.
Because we'll keep it with the Greyhound theme. How's that sound?
Okay.
Now I need the cover photo for a good tyke. To know what the heck's in there.
Hold, please. Sorry. Resume. Okay, we pulled up a picture of it. A good tyke by Long Dog Sampler.
Okay,
so you've got D.
Dog.
M.
Do I just cheat and use the fact that has the word must?
Yes, you can cheat. A.
That back's at a weird angle.
Yeah. K.
The K from tyke.
It can be used because it's a different letter. I.
I think I could just say letter for all of these.
You could do letter for all of them if you want.
That works. But yeah, this one's... And what's the last one?
G.
Good boy or girl. Also the word good.
Yes.
Good girl.
So.
If anybody who thinks a doggy's not a good boy or girl is wrong.
Yes, this one will actually lend itself to something ease that you're from. Some ease because there's words on it. Okay. That's plans. We're done. Boop. That was dramatic of me. I should have just cut the video and then popped in and done our little closings to be able to make you all go.
You can edit that in there, you know this.
I know.
Right?
I'm not going to. Well, we've said all we have to say, so what do we want them to do?
Please comment, whoop, whoop, for somebody finishing your Greyhound year. Please interact with us. Comment, let me see, comment, subscribe, bell thing, all the YouTube. Please love us. Show us you like us so more people can come and witness the crazy. Whoop, whoop.
We hope you had a good time. We hope you...
We're entertained.
We hope you were entertained. I don't know where I'm going with this. We hope you were
The end of the video. That's where we're going.
We hope you were entertained, and we hope you come back next week for the crazy. Because it's crazy. We have just gone off the rails. I am going to go sit and stitch. Actually, I've stitched all afternoon. I went to a stitching this afternoon. We will see you all next week.
Bye. I'm going to have ice cream.